Celtics is sold out and noisy inside here in Boston. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. You take a look at the Celtics. They come in as the third seed, favored to win this series.
Well, it's important, Kevin, I think, to get off to a good start. You can't just assume that because you have the home court advantage, you're going to win the series. You still have to play good, solid basketball.
You know, this is such an important game for the higher. See, I mean, you lose this one and you've dug the hole for yourself, having to go on the road for Game 2 in a must-win situation.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Rockets. They've got Pippen. Harden out there with Speedy. Then it's Malone. And it's Sampson in at the 5. Offensive rebound.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And Boston has possession. Pippen with the steal. The pass to Murphy. Got a piece of it. One-on-one here. Here's Kuzi. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Up top, Havlicek. Guarded by Pippen. Jones drives in. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
First free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Out to the right wing. Now here's Pippen. Guarded closely. That's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Pass to Big Red. There's a screen by McHale. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Murphy. Here's Jones. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And Murphy kicks to Harden. Malone outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Stolen by Pippen. And it's the Rockets on the break. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Pippen's got his second basket.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Here's Havlicek. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Pippen. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Here's Houdini. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Houston in the lead. Murphy dishes to Harden. Malone with the screen. Harden the pass to Sampson. And Houston again with the bucket.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
The feed now to McHale. Jones drives in. Tries yet again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Olajuwon's checked in for the Rockets. And so Jones nails both of them. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Houston moving it around. Harden has a wide open look. And Houston again with the bucket.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's Havlicek, and he banks in the layup. Havlicek's got his first points in this one.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback. Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Cowens. It's rebounded by Houston. Now Harden, a beautiful reverse layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Jones drives in, and the rejection by Harden. Passes it to Houdini. Here's Big Red. And stolen by Yao. Harden's shot is off. Boston trailing. Jones drives in. And he gets it to go. Jones has got 8.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
It's Harden with the drive. Stolen by Havlicek. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Yao, the pass to Francis. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Olajuwon.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And Big Red gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Harden against Jones. Here's Yao.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
Houston leading by 6. McGrady. No good from outside. And it's Havlicek missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
7 seconds left in the first quarter.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And that's not going to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
Celtics trail by 6. So on the floor for Houston. Pippen is out there at Malone. Then it's Big Cat. Then there's Speedy. And it's McGrady in at the 2 spot. And the basket by Jones.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And some changes here for the Celtics. Russell, he's checked in for Big Red. Pierce comes in for McHale. And Larry Bird sub for Jones. Rockets leading by 4. And Murphy kicks to McGrady. He dishes it to Murphy. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Oh, terrific work finishing a soft move like that. The finger roll.
Bird, the pass to Houdini. Can't hit. And it's Houston the other way. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. McGrady dishes to Pippen. McGrady kicks to Pippen. From deep. And it's Malone missing. Celtics trail by 6. It's deflected. Murphy with the steal. Here's Sampson. Bird covering. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Pierce attacking. Here's Russell. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Houston making some changes. Olajuwon comes in for Big Cat, and it's Harden in for Scottie Pippen. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. It's Harden with the drive, and Olajuwon with the basket on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Havlicek. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Olajuwon with the block. And they're running. Pushing it up. Stolen by Bird. Inside. The shot is off. Good D by Elijah. Rockets leading by 8. From deep, Harden sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got 7.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Celtics passing it around. Bird, the pass to Pierce. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Paul Pierce. So here's Murphy. Harden outside. From deep three-point range. And a fast break now for the Celtics. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Houdini.
Assisted by Larry Bird.
Houdini's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Here's McGrady. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Celtics have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the 2nd quarter. Pierce kicks to Bird. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the 2nd quarter of play. Tracy McGrady on the wing. It's tipped. And stolen by Russell. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Here's Harden. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Malone dishes to McGrady. Sweet little floater. McGrady's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Here's Russell. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Celtics trail by 7. Here's Bird. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bird's got 6.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Harden's shot is off.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Outside, Pierce. There's the pass to Houdini. And here's Bird from the arc. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Big Reds checked in for Russell. Parrish comes in for Paul Pierce. And Jones subbed in for Havlicek. .127 left in the first half. Here's Pippen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Rockets leading by 6. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Again, the Rockets score.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Sampson pulls it in.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Right side, Pippen. Pass to Francis. To the middle. Here's Yao. And he stuffs that one home.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Celtics trail by 11. Pass to Big Red. Out to Bird. The three. It's rebounded by Houston.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
There's got to be some defensive help there. I mean, the size difference is just too great.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Rockets ahead as they wrap up the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we're back to the action here in this round one matchup.
Just an amazing game for Jones. He has 15 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Sam Jones has been sensational.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Houdini is out there with Jones. Then there's McHale. Then there's Big Red. And it's Havlicek in at the three. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And the call will go against Big Cat. That's his third foul of the game. Celtics trail by 12. Kicks it to McHale. Passes to Houdini. Here's the screen. Stolen by Harden.
And 5 turnovers here. He set his team back on the offensive end.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Jones slams it home.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming on the court, your Celtics answer. Give it up.
Olajuwon's checked in for Big Cat. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And Murphy kicks to Olajuwon. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Murphy. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
And it's slammed in by Jones.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. 90 seconds now into the second half.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jones. And some changes here for the Celtics. Russell comes in for Big Red, and it's Pearson for Houdini.
Checking in for your Celtics, Bill Russell. Pierce.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Stolen by Pierce. Here's McHale. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
The Celtics shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Rockets leading by 5. Stolen by Havlicek. And again, Boston running the court in transition. And Jones with the stuff.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Yeah, they had been watching it kind of melt away, but that basket could be what gets the momentum back in their favor.
McHale passes to Havlicek. Pierce with a wide open look. An absolute pound from three-point range. Pierce has got 5 points so far. Now a timeout called by Houston. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Kevin McHale. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. To the inside. Here's McGrady. That's good.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Been a nice game for McGrady. He has 11 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
For the finish. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Stolen by Pippen. Stolen by Havlicek. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Pierce.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
The dish to Pippen. Malone down low. Russell's there. It's stolen by McGrady. And the pass to Francis. Pippen dishes to McGrady. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. McGrady's got 13. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Houston.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And Malone gets it to go on the assist by McGrady. And now a 5-point Houston lead. Knocked away. Here's Jones. It's deflected. It's Pippen with the drive. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Pierce kicks to Russell. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Parrish is checked in for Boston. Bird comes in for Paul Pierce. And then for Houston, Yao. He's checked in for Olajuwon. Big Cat comes in for Malone. And Speedy's subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Here's Sampson. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
You know, they don't want to let them hang around too long here. I agree with you. I mean, it's best to go ahead and build that lead here in the third.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
If he passes to Sampson.
Well, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 12-4 run. And the basket by Murphy.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Russell dishes to Parrish. And the rejection by Pippen. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets ahead, up 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Timeout called the Rockets.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Brooke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
So on the floor for Houston, Olajuwon is out there with Yao. Then there's Pippen. Then it's Harden. And it's Murphy in the one spot.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Houdini passes to Big Red. Here's McHale. Can't get it to go. So Houston will take it the other way.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
Pass to Big Red. Feeds it to Bird. And the rejection by Pippen. To the inside. Harden kicks to Pippen. Some solid defense there from McHale.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Havlicek outside. To the paint. Here's Kuzi. Soft touch off the glass.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Havlicek against Olajuwon. And he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Dishes it to Harden. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Celtics. Big Red's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The offensive rebound. And the basket good. Bird's got 4 this quarter.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Harden kicks to Pippen. Pulls up. Again, the Rockets score.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Havlicek, the pass to Big Red. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. And that one misses. Jones checked in for the Celtics. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Malone's checked in.
It'll be a turnover.